Hi guys, it's Darrell from Argo's Girl Outdoors. Today is a shop day. Working on our 2021 Ford Ranger Tremor. We chose the Tremor package because of its off-road capability. It's got grabber tires on it. It's got Fox shocks. It's a good all-around truck for what we are going to use for and still be a daily driver. Today's mission is going to be to get the winch and the hidden winch bracket in behind this bumper. We got the 589 hidden winch mount bracket to go in behind the bumper, and we have a Smitty built winch, 10,000 pound, to go in there with it. We also have a Fab 4 relocate bracket for my sensor for adaptive cruise control, which is going to be relocated up in behind here somewhere. We'll see how that goes. We bought most of this stuff in kits because it comes with the hardware and takes a bunch of the guesswork out, so saving me some time. These boxes here are also our rock sliders. We're going to be taking off the OEM footsteps, which are pretty much only good for footsteps and getting in the way, and we're going to be putting these guys in here in case we get into a hairy situation and we do come down on something hard. We want our truck to be protected when we're trying to get off-road to go fishing. That's the main purpose for our build, is fishing. Overlanding is second, fishing is foremost. But this is why we're... A couple other plans for this build that we have going on in the near future is I'll be putting some more lights on. I'm going to be looking at a couple floodlights for at the back to help when backing up the boat and other things at night, as well as some ditch lights at the front to help for corners and places back in the bush late at night. I'm also going to put in a set of lights in the box. Hopefully that'll help improve our seeing of what we have back there. So I started the project. I started by pulling the bolts out of here so I can get this loose. Pulled all the pins out of here. And then I got all the tabs under here done. So now I should just be able to lift this up and pull it out of the way. And in a little bit I'm gonna put that Fab relocate bracket mounted up in here somewhere for my speed control sensor. But I'll have to get the bumper off and get it out before I get that far, but this is where I'm starting. First thing to come off, the skid plate. Got to pull all these 15 mil bolts out. Then drop the skid plate down. So I pulled the bottom part of the skirt off here. Has a bunch of clips in it, as well as some bolts that go in the bottom. A couple bolts up in here, and some push pins. So that's off. I had to unplug the sensor wires because there's two sensors down in the bottom here. That's that off. Next is the bumper. So I got the bumper off now. Had to unplug some harnesses to get it out. This is the main harness. It was up, kind of stuck up under here. and it was real hard to get to. I ended up dropping the bumper off onto a bucket so I could get in there, pull the push pin off of there so I could get it down so I could reach it and get it unplugged. Yeah, bumper is off. Got those bolts out here. So now to get rid of some of this, I guess, and then lift it up. There's some of this stuff in here. And then get that in here and move that around and get that all ready to go in. So I got the plastic pulled out for the rad guarding or damp, whatever you want to call it, at the bottom here. It was just pop pins to pull it out. Now you can see the rad real good there now. Bumper is off. It was better than I thought. Just had to pull it down a bit so I could get to that plug. But once I got that plug, it's good to go. Wasn't too hard. 3 bolts either side. And it would come right off. There you go. I got the winch mount in there now. It's bolted in off of the bumper brackets. Just holding it in there right now. The winch knob here, I had to clock it. So that's when you have to spin it. So I'd undo all of these and then spin it and then do them all back up so I could get it into the right position to fit in behind there. I've got my wiring in on top in here, already run, and it runs down up here into the box right there. I got my negative hooked up over here, and I just have to hook my positive up. Then I'll be good to do a little test. Then, once that's tested, I'll think about putting the bumper back on and putting in my relocate bracket for the cruise control, which is going to go up in here. So, I got the bumper back on now. I'm just snugging up the fittings and all the bolts under here on this little bib. I got the sensors all plugged back in and run. Up here, I've got my relocate bracket on with my adaptive cruise control. I had to extend the wire a bit, but it's done and ready to go back. So she's ready. Just gotta spool the winch line on and put my my guarding underneath back on, my skid plate. There you go, winch is installed. All wound the cable on using the escape as counterweight. It's good to go. Didn't even know it's there from a distance.